Our story takes place in Newark, Ohio. This is a recent nighttime view of a law office located in the former First National Bank building on the southwest corner of the square across from the Licking County Courthouse. Circled in red is a creepy gargoyle above the entrance to the old bank. When I was a little boy living in the neighboring small town of Granville, my maternal grandmother told me a disturbing story she had heard when she was a little girl about how the people of Newark had lynched a bad man across from the courthouse and had placed this terrible image of the man near the spot so future generations would remember him. This is a close up of the gargoyle. I remember asking my grandmother if the bad man was really this ugly, and her telling me probably not. I'm not exactly sure where my grandmother got her information, as she was born and raised in Barnesville, Ohio, which is 80 miles to the east of Newark, and Newark's singular infamous lynching occurred on the southeast corner of the square on July 8, 1910, almost a year before my grandmother was born. This is a recent nighttime view of the southeast corner of the square, which is the actual location of Newark's lynching of Deputy Marshal Carl Etherington, who was violently removed from the old Licking County Jail, beaten, then drugged to the location, and hung from a telegraph pole by a mob of angry Newark citizens. The old Licking County Jail has been rumored to be haunted ever since. In September 2011, my godson Thomas, ghost hunting friend Bella, and I went ghost hunting at several Newark locations after attending an away high school football game in Newark. The old Licking County Jail was one of the spots we visited. This is me at the old jail. Bella took this picture of me going up the steps to the prisoner entrance on the south side of the jail. Having worked for many years as a transportation officer at the historic Ohio State Reformatory and the then new Mansfield Correctional Institution, I was particularly interested in this area of the jail and had hoped to get a view of the inside through one of the windows. This is my godson Thomas at the south entrance to the jail. And this is Bella at the south entrance. We did not have access to the inside of the jail. I took this photograph from the outside, hoping to possibly capture an apparition or reflection in a window. As with the previous photograph, I took this one hoping to possibly capture something in one of the windows. Did I capture anything in the bottom middle window or the middle window on the second level? Probably not. Orbs are controversial spherical anomalies, sometimes seen with the naked eye and or captured in photographs at allegedly haunted locations. In theory, spirits are comprised of energy, and orbs are the physical manifestation of this energy. I'm not a big fan of orbs, and even if I was, skeptics dismiss any evidence of alleged orbs by insisting that they're merely insects or dust particles reflecting the flashes of our cameras. In any event, I took the next two slides, and the remainder were taken by Bella during our visit on September 2011. Despite our not capturing any evidence of the paranormal or supernatural, other than some possible orbs, all those who visited the old jail in September 2011 left feeling that we should come back someday. 12 and a half years later, I returned to the jail, accompanied by my ghost hunting friend Dustin, and this time we were equipped with my K2 meter and recently purchased necrophonic spirit box. This is the north door, whereat an angry mob had broken into the jail back in 1910 and violently removed an inmate from his cell and murdered him on the square. Since we do not have access to the inside of the jail, I figured this would be a good place to conduct our investigation. This is my K2 meter, circled in red. It is an EMF detector. EMF stands for electromagnetic fields. It is believed that since spirits are comprised of energy, we can detect their presence with an EMF detector. This is my iPhone displaying my recently purchased Necrophonic Spirit Box app. It has a bank of words and phrases from which spirits can allegedly choose to communicate with us. Now let's watch.
Okay, we got any ghosts here?
You can light the K2 meter up if there's any ghosts.
Touch the meter or go near it and make the lights come on. Or you could talk to us through the meter or the device on the right. Is the ghost of Carl Etherington here? Is the ghost of Carl Etherington here? Any other ghosts? What's your name? Can you tell us your name? Did somebody say Earl? Anne?
Are you one of the female prisoners that were here? Is there any sheriffs here?
Okay, I'm going to turn this off. Goodbye. Goodbye.
When I went to work the next day, I showed the short video we just watched to a coworker who also shares an interest in the paranormal and happens to know people who operate the old jail. She said that she has seen a listing of individuals who are known to have died at the jail, and she believed there was someone named Ann on that list. I contacted the people who operate the jail and was disappointedly informed that there are 22 confirmed deaths at the jail, but none were named Ann. Is the old Licking County Jail haunted? It may or may not be. I would only be fooling myself if I were to attempt a guess based on our brief visits in September 2011 and April 2024 without even entering the facility. It was fun looking back at our amateurish efforts back in 2011 before we had any equipment, which pretty much consisted of our standing around telling ghost stories, taking pictures, and arguing whether or not we captured any orbs in the pictures. Now, what should we make of the fact that someone or something clearly said Anne, and that there are no confirmed deaths by anyone named Anne? I was informed that while there are only 22 confirmed deaths at the old jail, it is believed that there were actually many more, just not confirmed. Also, Anne could have been a wandering spirit who just happened to be passing by and has nothing to do with the old jail or the north door. In any event, this is Ghost Hunter Joe saying goodbye and see you next time.